Hello, hello, and welcome to this week's episode of The Hard Choice. Simple steps for showing up. As you can hear, my voice is croaky. Didn't grow anything. I got a head cold the other day, and it's so annoying, and it gets in the way. But that reminds me of so many things I'm grateful for. It is so infrequent that I get anything that really slows me down. But it is that time of year. My son's bringing home things from school, and that's just the way that it is. For those that are watching, you will see that I'm in a sling. I got PRP done yesterday. For those that don't know what that is, it is platelet-rich plasma. So they pulled 340 cc's of blood yesterday, and they spun that down and re-injected 15 cc's of PRP in my elbow and my shoulder. What that means is that I have to immobilize it for 48 hours. And then I have a gradual scale of back to full strength over about 3 months. We started looking in and did a ultrasound on my shoulder and found a 3 millimeter tear in my supraspinatus, I think is what it's called, tendon, which is the front tendon in my shoulder. Oddly enough, I actually have the exact same tear on the other side. So I have the same identical 3 millimeter tear in the same location on both sides. And I told the doctor that I strive for balance in life. And even balance in injuries, go figure. But this has given me cause. The day this episode releases is Thanksgiving. Gratitude. This time of year, so often gratitude comes to mind, but how often are you having gratitude every single day? How often do you start your day with gratitude? Father, I'm thankful for this day. I'm thankful for another opportunity to get after my goals. I'm thankful for yet again another day to attack the things that I want to do and to be with the people that I love. Thankful for my family, thankful for my children, thankful for the health that I have. And it's interesting that I'm recording this on a day where my health is not 100%. It reminds me that I'm still alive. It reminds me of all the things that I have in life. On this day of Thanksgiving, I want you to think about what you're grateful for. I want you to start your day every single day in gratitude. Gratitude is one of the foundation principles of all things. If you don't have gratitude, what do you have? Most people that I know that are anxious, depressed, worrisome, all the things of unresource, they first and foremost lack gratitude. And when they speak things of gratitude, it is such a facade. It's not actually real. It's not actually heartfelt. You're not pouring your soul into it. It is so important to find gratitude in all things. Gratitude for the opportunity that I get to be in this sling and learn what I can and can't do with my left hand. Gratitude that I have a wife that helps me put my shirt on, that helps me make food. She had to cut my dinner last night because I only had one hand and I couldn't cut the steak that she had made, which I normally would make. She put the cover on the grill, which I normally do. She did all these things that I normally do, and I got to watch my wife serve me. She jokes and says, this is the second time in our marriage that she's been able to serve me. We've been married a little over 10 years, I guess 10 and a half years. And I'm usually serving her. She's had several surgeries, but I've never really had anything, which I'm super grateful for. But all these things to which you have to find gratitude. Start finding gratitude on the little things. Your toothbrush. How often are you grateful to brush your teeth? Taking a shower. Having soap in the shower. Having shampoo, conditioner. For me, having beard oil for my beard, so it's nice and soft and smells good, and I don't get beard druft. So many things you have to be grateful for. But first and foremost, the ability to wake up, to have another chance, to keep pushing forward in your goals. This is something you should be waking up with every single day. If it's not a part of your routine now, make it a part of your routine. It is so important to find the gratitude in all things. When you look at situations, find why it happened Everything works for you, not to you. Find why it's working for you. Find the gratitude in every single scenario. I've got this friend that, because of some life choices, has been put up against a very, very, very difficult decision. And my wife was talking to her and said, in this decision, in this difficulty, in this trial that you have found yourself, this is somewhat in similitude of Jesus Christ. Leaning on Christ, learning to love Christ, learning to find your way back to Christ. Do you think, possibly for a moment, this situation happened in your life because this woman is actually finding Christ because of the situation? Do you think for a moment that this situation occurred so you can be encouraged to seek out Christ, whom you once loved and knew, but turned your back on 12 years ago? It's amazing what happens when you change the lens in which you view things. If you view things through gratitude, that's all you have is gratitude. You're so grateful, filled with so much joy and happiness and bliss because of the thing that occurred. Whether on the onset it is something of resource or something of unresource. More often than not, those things in your life that you deem unresourceful are actually a thing of resource in disguise. If you just change the lens to which you view it on, you will actually see how that thing is blessing you, how that thing is fortifying you, building you. We recently have gone through the toughest time in our life by a long shot. And it's been a very arduous journey, but it's a journey that I'm so grateful for because it teaches me to learn on God more. It teaches me to trust God more. It teaches me to flip the light switch of faith. You see, we have so much faith in a light switch because we've flipped it so many times in our lives. It is now unconsciously done. You don't really think about the fact that you are desiring light, thought, so you take action, you flip a light switch, and because of that action, an opportunity occurred. You can see, and there's light. We do this, and that is a faith-based action. You're doing something because you want a result. It is doing that over and over and over again for most adults. I don't know, I'm totally guessing, but I'm sure it's in the hundreds of thousands, if not millions of times you've flipped a light switch. And that is why your faith is, most people would consider, a knowledge. How often do you have that light switch faith in Christ? How often do you lean unto your God, whichever God that is? For me, I am Christian-based. But for you, they may not be. Maybe you're earth-based or Hindu-based or Jewish-based. It doesn't matter what, maybe Muslim-based. But whatever you lean on it more. And I know you think you're leaning on it with everything you have. I promise there's more. There's more in the tank. You must give maximum effort in this energy called faith. And that's found in gratitude. We have this day once a year to kind of remind us, for most people, that's like the one day they're just overwhelmed with gratitude for things in their life. But you should be doing this each and every day. As I sit here in this sling, unable to use my right arm, it's immobilized for 48 hours. I'm more or less, 18 hours into this shindig. Got about 30 hours left. And it's been a trial to try and do things on my own, to put my shirt on, to take my shirt off, to put my pants on, to brush my teeth, because you have the toothpaste and the toothbrush. You have two items. To do all these little things. Trying to put my beard oil on this morning. I normally am rubbing it between two hands. That was an interesting experience. But that is what you are, is a summation of experiences. I am grateful for this sling that I am having new experiences in the same mundane thing I do every day. I put beard oil in every day. I trim my beard every day. I trim my hair every day. But because I don't have a right arm and I am right-handed, I'm doing this left-handed. I'm having new experiences in the same mundane, repetitive thing. For that, I'm grateful. Where can you find gratitude in the things that slow you down? My morning routine was grossly longer in time frame than it normally is. I'm grateful to slow down. I'm grateful to experience things from a new perspective. You could say, oh man, this thing sucks. I hate it. I wish I could have my right arm back. But you can find gratitude in that experience. After all, like I said, you are a summation of your experiences. Try and make your daily, mundane experiences different. Try and see it through a new lens. Think about the people that they lost their right arm. I've got friends that don't have arms. How do they get by? They do. Very well, actually. Because they didn't sit down and play a victim. They played the victor and found gratitude in the ability to wake up, in the ability to breathe, in the ability to eat, the ability to think, to grow. I need you to do this every day. You need you to do this every day. Your family needs you to do this every day. You need to have gratitude. You need to start the day with gratitude. You need to live in gratitude, and you need to go to sleep in gratitude. You do that, and you're going to find joy in everything. I recently was having a conversation with somebody I mentor, and they brought up how the things we've gone through with my family this year would break, one, them, but other people. And they said, how do you do it? That is precisely how. Finding gratitude in each and every moment. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes I have to sit and think a while to come up with the reason why I'm grateful for it. And sometimes I don't come up with it in that moment, but I come up with it later, looking hindsight. 2020, or hindsight is 2020, right? But it helps you get through the tough times. It helps you grow to a maximum ability because we learn through failure. That's why I call it learnings. We don't really learn from the wins. A little bit, but not much. Not compared to the losses. Not compared to those failures. And it's in those failures that you build character. You build a well-rounded human. Because of your set of experiences, you have more to draw from. But that is what I have for you. I am grateful for you. I am grateful that you listen to this podcast, that you share these episodes. It is the only way it grows. I'm grateful for your reviews. They're fantastic. You can find me on socials, Mr. Brad Draper, on all platforms. So leave me a review, like this thing, subscribe to it, download it for future listenings. Until next week, hopefully I have a voice and I'm not in the sling anymore, but I'm grateful for them. Love you guys. Bye.